You can stream us on all platforms, including Google, Spotify, etc., etc. Welcome to the Tony Michael Show podcast. You're about to step into my world.
Here is Tony Michael!
Tony Michaels! It's just who I am. I don't walk in the studio and say I work with all these artists. This is me. Hey, what's up, you guys? So, welcome to the Tony Michael Show podcast, season 2. My first guest is amazing, Mr. G.Madison. Has worked with everybody, Luna George, Gaga. You guys got to see this ad he did for Gaga. He has worked with CheNelle. It goes on and on and on and on. I love him. And the biggest thing is that he's about to do another residency in Vegas with Mariah. Yeah, y'all know who, Carey. Let's give it up for Mr. G.Madison. What up, boy?
Man, I'm
How's
happy
it
to be
going,
here.
man? Thanks so much for coming out, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the intro, man.
Hey, that's a good intro. Welcome
in,
to
I
the
just
Tony
put-
Michael Show
I
podcast.
just did this for you. The
Yeah,
glasses.
he's so Hollywood. This one right here, straight out of San Diego.
Yes.
This one right here, I had tone down, tone up, do everything to y'all. But y'all see him walking there with the glasses. Y'all know we in the inside. But that's what you do. But yo, welcome, man. Thanks so much for coming,
Thank you, man. I'm so
How's
happy for you.
everything going, man?
It's amazing. It's really amazing.
So
really fun.
You doing? First of all, tell everybody where you from, and also tell them what you've done. Some of your credits.
Yeah. Well, I'm from San Diego, so San Diego is this beautiful town where people I heard retire there. I nowhere near that, so I had to get up out of that city. And I moved to LA for college, actually. So I did radio and did broadcast journalism. That was kind of my my degree, right? My fallback, if you will. And I booked a couple jobs while I was in college, and then I just started traveling around the world, man. And it was just really amazing. I started dancing with a lot of artists, mostly divas, right? That's kind of what was just
It's true.
came natural to me.
Well, I hired him for I hired him for Chaka Kahn. But let's go back because I hired you. What was the first job I hired you for?
Oh my gosh, Tony.
Don't be trying to date me. He trying to date me,
Was it
y'all.
1927? I don't know. No. I don't know. Wait, what was it?
I don't remember.
Tony, it was something before Chaka.
Well, I'll
though,
just
for
tell y'all that
sure.
for Chaka, what happened was, I think I was mad at G about something. Hadn't seen him, and I was having an audition. And at that audition, none of the dudes was killing it. It was bothering me bad. G walks in the door.
Thanks for inviting me.
Like he came in like a little bit after, I think we learned the routine or something. I taught the routine or whatever.
He was like, G, get down here now.
No, I said, G, come here. We went outside. I said, hey, we got to put everything to the side. You booked it. This is yours. I said, this is your job. Because I know what he's capable of doing. I was like, this is your job. Just come in here, be humble, and work hard. Let's do this, okay? We went back in. I built all the dancers around G. I was like, I need all these dancers around him because he was
Which
bringing
never happens. Like, it was just such a blessing, man, to work with you after all the things you've done. But it was a young artist. It was like a beginner artist, this young girl from, I want to say New Zealand or something. But she was...
Was this Kara?
Kara.
Kara.
Tall, beautiful girl.
Yeah. From South Africa.
Yes. Not New Zealand.
Yes.
Yes.
But I had known of him. So anyway, go ahead, finish. So
then it just ended up being diva after diva, and it went all across the map. And most recently, it's been Mariah Carey to Alicia Keys to Rihanna to Lady Gaga to J.Lo. Just some of the people that you've worked with before. It's just like following your footsteps.
Well, when I
and
saw
then Chaka Kahn and
everybody.
It's been a really amazing trip. And then I have some guys that I've worked with. I just did Phony People's music video, which is with Megan Thee Stallion, which was really cool. And then I did a what's his name, Kendrick Lamar. It's been really amazing to build a resume, but most importantly, a level of experience that I can talk about and experience and share with my students.
How did you morph from dancer to choreographer? And you kind of...
Well, I mean, honestly, man, the first time I had a chance to dance was not in class. It was not in I didn't grow up dancing. It was an audition and a rehearsal. it was like as soon as someone kind of liked my vibe, I was acting, I was doing theater. And so someone said, hey, we're doing a show. Could you come audition for it? I'm like, sure. And my first opportunity to dance was in that audition. And then I started rehearsal. So I never had the idea to train. It was like, you have it or you don't. So I went straight from I would like to dance to now I'm on stage next week.
Okay.
So it was just performance training. It was kind of I call it situation immersion. You know what I mean? Like you just jump into just exposure training.
So he didn't work with Mariah when I worked with her and choreographed for her. But I think the following year you came aboard. But you danced with her and then you started choreographing for her, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What project was that?
It was her tour. I got brought on directly to go straight to tour.
Oh, okay.
It was with Anthony Burrell was the main choreographer.
Okay.
We had just come under the regime of Nappy Tabs.
Okay.
So they kind of revamped her show, and then Anthony Burrell was doing it. He brought me in as one of the lead dancers.
Okay.
So I auditioned for that, and that was kind of like tour, and then they offered Vegas, and I said, man, I would love to do that, but if I do that, I want another opportunity to more responsibility.
Yeah,
I want to grow.
So you started choreographing with that show.
Yeah,
with the launch of the Vegas show.
Yes.
Okay.
Contributing. Okay,
contributing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so far you've been in and out. Now you just wrapped on the Christmas show.
So they had a Christmas show.
Okay.
But I didn't do the Christmas tour this year. I did it the year
it
before.
Okay. Because I know she switches in and out.
Yeah, and so sometimes it's like the traditional show, and sometimes she changes it, does some specials. And so I've been able to be a part of it. I had never done the Christmas show. I was always busy, always on another project. And then last year, they said, "Yo, G, you have to experience it." And she's the queen of Christmas. Yeah. So
do you guys do? She runs it from. Is it from November to December, or is it all of December?
It's usually kind of like the rehearsals start in November, but then shows start mid-November.
That's right. Okay.
And they go to just before Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's why I really like working with her, because she works hard, but not so often. Like it's not like a 5-year or 1 year or 2 year tour. It's just like a month, and then you have a little break, and then you maybe do 2 months, and then she's always working. Right. But I mean, as it pertains to the dancers, like
okay, I see what you're saying.
We don't have to do so.
Because y'all saw me, I looked crazy because I worked with her for 5 months on the E=MC².
Ooh.
2 album. And
that's legendary though, man.
It was interesting, and it was a challenge. And actually, when I worked with her, with her for that album. My DJ over there, he killed it.
Oh wow!
He was a part of it because he was also a dancer as well, choreographer as well. I brought him in, and we worked really, really hard.
Yes, sir.
That's dope.
DJ Mr. Lee. Boom. So anyway, that being said, are you about to go back into the Vegas?
Yes, we start rehearsals in 2 days actually.
What?
Yeah.
So is it going to be? Is it? Excuse me. Is a month or is it 2?
It's going to be just 2 weeks, so it's about a month of work.
Okay.
Which is fine, which is perfect for me because I'm juggling so many other things right now.
Speaking of that,
I want to be able to do everything.
Segue into that. That's a great segue. So y'all, first of all, check him out in Vegas in the middle of February.
Yeah, 2 weeks in February. You guys got to come. It's a great show.
Now, is it the number one?
It's the Butterfly Returns. So the one before that, I think it was 2 years ago, we did the number ones. This one, I mean, we've done this show, maybe returned 3 or 4 times, which means 3 or 4 installments, right, in Vegas. So we're still at the Caesar's Palace in the Coliseum, and it's just amazing to be on that stage. I remember seeing Celine Dion on that stage and just going, oh my gosh. And then Mia Michaels was doing the choreography and the creative direction there, and I was like blown away if I could just be on a stage like this.
I know.
And now I'm creating on that stage with one of the
one of the divas,
one of the top divas of the world. Yeah.
I love that name, The Return of the Butterfly.
Yeah, The Return.
Yeah,
of the
because I was going to ask you, was it going
the
to be
Butterfly
the
Returns?
The Butterfly Returns. Okay.
So I know all my lambs out there will let me know I did it wrong. So it's The Butterfly Returns. Yeah,
I hear that. Okay, so that being said, now I know you got so many things going on. Because I'm always following you on IG, and I see so many different projects that you're doing. And I'm always so proud. What I love about you is that you're morphing into way more than a dancer and a choreographer.
Thank you.
Of course, you're a creative director. But I'm seeing you just step out and be creatively and doing all these different types of projects. And like, so let's talk about the project that you
The solo series.
The solo, amazing series. You guys, if you get an opportunity, check it out. I love it. How did that come about? And also, what is the basis of it?
Well, I started doing projects like this on my own because way back in the day when I was, in and out of work, not sure when one would come, knowing that this is my calling to develop artists and to develop, dancers, but creative people. I knew I had to make up my own work sometimes. I knew I had to fill that gap with not just sit on the couch waiting for my agent to call me, or waiting for a job to fall in my lap, or waiting for my phone to ring. I had to start creating things that would inspire me. I know that sounds self-centered, but I just inspire myself sometimes.
No, it doesn't sound self-centered. I'm a self-motivated. You got to motivate yourself because the dance world, we know it's up and down. And so you've got to be self-motivated. So that doesn't sound...
I'm so self-motivated, and everyone knows that. And I'm a workaholic, but I love my work, and I'm healthy, and I just feel like if I'm healthy right now, now's the time to create things that I can do and put my name on and say, I did this and I'm happy and proud of it, And so the solo series was an opportunity for me to work with solo dancers from all parts of the world. I mean, we have people coming from Germany, people from LA down the street, right? And Japan. I mean, all of my dancers come from all over the place. And I did all different ages as well. So we have guys, we have girls, we also have people international that aren't working much, right? So it was an opportunity for me to give to them something, but also a way for me to work on my craft. And, but there's a couple of different brands, like a hot sauce brand. There's an artist by the name of Ava Michelle. She just did The Tall Girl. She's the tall girl in the Netflix series, Netflix movie. And so she's a friend of mine. And so she wanted to be one of the dancers that I used. So all these dancers were just like, I'm fans of them and they're fans of me. And so we worked together. So
the concept is, because it's very creatively you look like you're a creative director on it. Did you come up with that name?
Yeah.
That's a dope name.
Thank you.
So what does it consist of? Because visually it's like, I'm like, this is like a video. This is there's
a production team that I met. They're named the Meraki Circle, and they are a conglomerate of editors, videographers, stylists, and I got them. I said, hey, I have an idea. Let me see if I can give you guys an opportunity to learn your craft with what I'm doing. And they, I told them what the concept was, and I want to cross market like crazy. I want to do the music. I want the artist that I use to be, an artist that you may not know, or a song you may not know. Some of them you do, obviously. We have some big names that we used, but we cross promote the music, the styling, the choreography, my creative direction, the actual dancer who wants this love, wants this opportunity to blow up, right? And the location that we shot in.
Okay,
all of those
that's what
things.
I saw that. I was like, wow, he's all over the place, the different locations. So do you come up with the choreography first, and then you bring the team in to visually and the stylists in and the look of it and all that location, then they help you
honestly, Tony, every single episode happened differently. Okay. One episode came to me where it was Ava Michelle, right? She's 6'1.5", she says, right? Which she is. And she's tall and beautiful. She can do all kind of dance styles, right? So I said, what could she do? Then I started thinking about music that would make her quirky. Give her something that she's never done before, a style that she's never done before. Okay. So we did Dance Monkey. Dance Monkey is a great song. It's real catchy, real commercial. Right. So I picked that song for her. Another artist, maybe she was more of a Latin feel. So I picked a song that would kind of pull out that. So everything I picked was an opportunity to showcase and elaborate on what was already there. Right. My style, the dancer style, the location. We did a shot in the Serpentine Pavilion, which is down by the tar pits, by the La Brea tar pits in LA. I know what is that. The Serpentine Pavilion is beautiful, but no one shoots anything like that there. So let me come and put this on the map. So I helped put them on the map as well. Right. They've been there longer than me. Obviously, they've been doing it for a long time. But a creative person created the Serpentine Pavilion. Right. And not just to be there for nothing, but to inspire people.
So the different styles of dance is because I see everything. I see them just doing a little bit of everything. But
Yeah.
visually, I'm like, I'm so captivated. How often do you shoot it, and how many do you shoot? Like like say for instance, the podcast we're shooting, second season, first season. Do you guys shoot a couple and then?
Well, what happened? Let me see. There's a place called. I'm slipping my mind. This location where it has. Oh, it's called the Scenario Studios is what it is.
Okay.
And it's downtown, and it's beautiful, and they have all these different areas, kind of like a selfie museum kind of a thing.
Oh, okay.
And so they have different setups, different room setups. So I literally shot 3 in one day.
See, that's dope.
I shot 3 in one day, which was tough because I was necessary to be in every single location. Luckily it was in the same building. But I was going here, doing choreography here, giving direction here, creative direction here, reminding the dancer she's good enough, reminding her she can do this, reminding her why I picked her.
Inspiring.
Yeah,
That's
because
really, really
they're so talented, but sometimes we question ourselves. So
That's true.
I'm right there to make sure they realize why I picked them. It
So-
wasn't because I had no other choices. It's because they were special to me.
Right.
So yeah, then I did 3 in one day, and then I did another one, like 1 a week, or 2 a week, something like that.
Okay. How many you have so far? Have you done?
We did 9.
You did 9. So.
But the year before that, I did 12 in one day.
But why am I?
I did all 12 in one day one time.
So you've done this for 2 years now?
I did. Well, it wasn't called the solo series. The one before that, I included every cast had like 10 dancers, and one had 3 dancers, one had 2, one had 7, one had 6, and I did contemporary. I did hip hop. I did Latin. I did all kind of those styles. But I shot that in one building, FD Studios. Y'all know FD Studios. It's a great spot to shoot your concept videos, and I've done actually major mainstream videos there as well. So I rented out one room, and we shot there for 13 hours. I had my assistants there. Shout out to Mina. And I actually had a good friend of mine, Clayton, who was there with me, and he helped me kind of organize it. I had a videographer named Sam, and it was just us 4.
So did you call it? You didn't call it solo series?
No.
Okay, that's what I was going to say because I've seen a heighten of it with the solo series.
Yes.
Like I see it, it's growing like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude. Are you seeing? Is work coming to you just from that?
Just from that. Just from one episode, and then we were releasing one episode a week. Right, so we did a trailer, then we did a photo. So we had photographer on set as well, getting live BTS and everything. So we dropped the photos, and right after that we did the whole episode. Each episode is between 1 to 2 minutes long. Perfect. I put on IGTV, and
I know that's what I've been checking.
People have been breaking my door down to do things. I mean,
that's great.
It's been like really. I think the universe opens up when you do stuff, like when you make a move. When you're just sitting there on faith and thinking and wishing and doing a vision board, it's cute, but
faith without action is dead.
Yes.
Faith without actions is dead. That's what I say. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. And some people say I'm hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping, but you've got to put that faith into action, and that's what you're doing. So
I'm gonna sit on my butt and be talented. I'm thankful for the talent. I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for my mind to be able to create these things and leadership ability to put people in the right places. Right. Casting is everything. But, man, if I just sit on my butt, my time will pass,
Yeah, that's a great it's great that you are exploring so many different avenues that you can do, directing, of course, producing, creative director, because it leaves no space open for nobody to, just pigeonhole you
or shelf me
and just shelf your I just think that's dope because there are some dancers that are dancers. They're dancers. They're dancers. Of course dancers are amazing. Then there's some dancers that they morph into amazing creative directors and choreographers, and then they go on as actors and all of those things. And I see some dancers. There are dancers that just love to dance and have the audition and work, and then there's people like you that just,
and I think evolution is important, right? Like, look at your evolution, man. Look at what you've done, and no, really though. I mean, really, I joke, and me and you play all the time, but you are one of the people that continue to do things that allow me to see. I don't have to sit and just wait and wish and think about what I used to do. Like, people always ask me to drop names of who I worked with, and no offense to the artists that hired me. Thank you. but it is a part of my journey, right? I don't remember every pebble stone or every nook and cranny that I had to step over or through or on or with to get where I am. Not all the time. Right. I'm not self-made. I don't think any of us are.
No, we're not.
But man, the fact that you keep going after all the things you've been through, from
I appreciate that, man.
No, really, man. From medical to creative to time to everything, man. Honestly,
I thank you for that. I appreciate that. I just keep going because sometimes I'm sitting down like sometimes I'll be waiting.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what am I waiting for?
What am I waiting for? And sometimes the capital isn't there, meaning the money, or sometimes the team, but I'll pray about it and then I'll just move. Yeah. And I'll just be like, I gotta step out on faith. I gotta keep going and keep going. I keep saying that to Cross. Just keep, that's like my motto. Just keep going. Because I believe you keep going. I remember someone telling me this. They said the person that makes it is not the person that quits. Am I saying that right? Yeah. Because most of the time people keep going, and when it gets the hardest, they stop, never knowing where they could have been.
Right.
Because it's like a circle. I think if you just keep going and you're good and you keep homing in on that craft, ultimately you're coming around to the right team, the right people, right projects that's going to elevate you. So
I think that we know, I've always said this to my wife and to other friends of mine, I think that we know and have everything we need to get to the next level. Before I met you, I knew someone who knew you.
Right.
So it doesn't mean I knew you yet, but I knew someone who knew you, and you putting me and knowing that, and I had the training and I was ready and I was prepared. I could have met you when I wasn't quite ready.
That's right.
And you would have been like, G, give us a call after a year or two.
But as soon as I met you though, G, I was like, this fool can dance. He danced like me. He danced like us. He danced like us. What I mean by that is that he danced like an old schooler, new schooler.
That's
like
cool.
You had that strong power. He knows when to bring it in. I remember with the Chaka Kahn situation, Chaka was like, I want, no pun intended, to no one out there. I just want to give a disclaimer. Please. But she was like, I need a man's man to dance with me. I don't know if you remember, I'm saying, G, I need you to be up on her. Yeah. Because she's about 5'5". And she wanted to feel secure if she, I think we did something and say, we lifted her. We actually had this one thing where we wanted to pull her back. We worked at it. She didn't do it. And she kept saying, and I kept saying, G had that, it was that strong male power that I think that, like I said, no pun intended, but I love to see male and female dancers dance with their power. Yeah. The femininity is so amazing along with this masculinity. That's what looks so...
the marriage of that.
The marriage of that looks so dope to me. And, I think one day Rosero, I had said something, and Rosero posted something. Rosero Inc. choreographer. He had said, if I see one more male dancer doing the routine in heels. And I was like, amen. Because I was like, okay, we get it. If that's what you want to dance in, that's fine. But we wanted to see, it was with a major artist too. It's so, just the whole thing between female and male and seeing that power and the strength. And that's how Chaka was. Chaka was like, look, I need someone to hold me. I want to feel strong. And I was like, okay, cool. So it was him.
It was fun.
And Dave Sincere.
You remember I walked in and she said, pick me up, G. And she just came over and I was like, hold on now. Let me tell my back first before you just jump on me. But she did, and I picked her up. She's like, that's what I'm talking. And she started singing. It was really, I was grateful.
It was always fun in rehearsal.
Shout out to 24 Hour Fitness and my personal trainer. That's how you keep that right. Shoot.
So speaking of that, you guys, he is married to one of the most amazing, talented artists I've seen man. In a long time. And she's such a hard worker. Yeah. And she's been huge for so long. If give me this right, in Japan or the whole Asian music market.
I mean, yeah, she really did take over a lot over there in Europe and Asia, but Japan was where her career really.
And now she's transitioning over to here. Did I read that she was opening for? Is she opening for Kanye?
She did already.
She opened for Kanye
years ago. Yeah,
I didn't even know that. But
now her music is popping here. She just got a big article on People magazine and.
G, can you tell her?
You want to come?
Can you tell us her name?
Her name is CheNelle. Yeah, CheNelle. Yeah.
You guys, she is
Remember that song, I Fell in Love
amazing.
with a DJ?
Mm-hmm.
That was her song. So when I was, yeah, you know that song? You know that song? Yeah. Yeah.
She's so dope.
I Fell in Love with the DJ was her big smash years ago. And she got founded on MySpace back in the day. And she's from Malaysia and raised in Australia. I think there's something about people who come from overseas. They risk so much. And they sacrifice so much
They're
to
risk
come
takers
here.
and they're daring.
Yeah, which is why the reward is so great.
Yep.
But people, it's just generalizing. I'm not saying every American, but people who live here and get it and get this comfort so readily available to them.
That's a lot of LA.
They
That's
don't-
really a lot of LA.
They don't rough and
Yeah.
try to but people who
get it.
come from overseas, they're like, listen, I left my family. Every dime that I made last year, I'm spending to try and get this dream here.
Mm-hmm.
I got no time to waste. Which is also why people kind of give it up to, they give their bodies, just because that's all they have at the moment.
That's true.
But it's like, no. Like, you got it. Don't forget why you started, So
She dope.
Anyway, she doesn't. Her music is so sick.
She got a new single out right now?
Yes.
What's the name of that single?
It's called Hand It Over. Yeah,
That's
it's
a hot
sick.
track.
Yeah,
That
you guys
track
got
is
to
sick.
check it out. You got to go to CheNelle World, at CheNelle World on Instagram. You can see it, hear it. I think there's a video going to come out soon, but we haven't worked on that yet. I've been able to work on so many of her videos over the
That's what I
years.
think is great too. I went down to one of his video. I went to his rehearsal, a tour for his rehearsal, and then I went to a video set. G was killing it. I was seeing myself a little all over the place.
You were.
Because I saw how I had influenced him.
inspired
He
me,
was
man.
running it. I was like, he's running this. He letting everybody know because you was choreographer, creative director.
Mm-hmm.
It was on set right across the street from Paramount Studios, and he was dealing with a lot. It was dancers plus CheNelle plus the background.
Yeah.
You killed that. So
Thank you.
I was very, very impressed.
I just learned a lot. Like, honestly, one of my favorite actors is Robert Downey Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him, they said, man, how are you so good? I'm not saying I'm as good as him, but he says, I just do it a lot. Like, I just do it a lot. I just continue to do it.
The
I
more
don't
you do
sit
it, the better.
around waiting. I just keep doing it. When I'm doing a movie, I'm learning something else. I'm reading another book. Like, I'm just moving. So I think that's what keeps our brain going, like
and
keeps
the
us
creative
alive.
juice is
Oh,
flowing.
of course. So
Completely.
that's what I think. That's what makes me better is all the experiences, even the ones that don't pay me a lot. Take those jobs sometimes, you guys. If you see that there's room to learn, take it. You never know what it turns into. The relationship that can blossom and create something. There's some jobs that I've done that didn't pay me nothing or didn't pay me bare. Oh, we'll feed you or something like that. I'm like, I had to look at it and think about it and go, you know what? This is good for me. And after that, I made relationships because my energy was right. And they were like, yo, we got to hire this guy. I got hired for a movie, a full-length film, feature film by the makeup artist, right? Just because they liked my vibe on set on a music video that I did.
It's always about,
just
you know what I tell people all the time?
leverage.
I'm going to say this and then I want to talk about you and
Yeah.
CheNelle.
Okay.
I was telling my son yesterday, attitude is key.
Mm-hmm.
And conduct is key on the sets, when you're working with people. It gives them the opportunity to always, your presence on there is positive, and it's just professional. Mm-hmm. And when it's like that, people come back.
Yeah.
And they come back. And to this day, people still call me and say, hey, Tone, woo. I got a call from somebody. I can't go and do it because I, he's in charge of a label in London. And he had 3 artists he wanted me to do artist development with. And he was, dude, the last time I worked with him was in 2009.
Wow.
And we stay in touch on
You're still the
Facebook,
guy.
Instagram. So I just think, like you said, the way that you conduct yourself, it's just key to me. That being said, CheNelle and him, I want to get to this. I can't wait. I'm waiting for a G.Madison Jr.
Listen, it'll be the 5th. You know I'm the 4th, right?
Dude,
I'm the 4th.
when is it?
I don't want to tell people all that business.
Oh, okay.
I just want to.
But you guys, you want to plan a family?
Yes.
Okay.
But, no, Chaka. Listen,
Crazy, y'all.
yes, we do want that.
But you got so much going on right now.
And we will. I just want to make sure that no one's stressed. No one has anxiety about something. No, I mean we don't know what's on the other side. But you know, I don't want her stressed. I don't want her pregnant and wishing she wasn't. I don't want me.
Just basically when you ready.
Both of us
When
like
you're ready,
totally in sync.
Yeah.
There's been times when I'm ready. I don't gotta hold that baby for 9 months or push it out.
That's right. And she's kind of she's launching her career on this side of town. I mean, on this side of the
planet,
the pond
globe.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And it's a lot going on, and so that would just.
But when I'm ready and she's not, or sometimes she's like, "Babe, let's do this," and I'm like, I'm not feeling in sync, or I'm not feeling like, you know, I want to hit one more tour before I go, you know, or something like that, you know, or whatever.
Both of you guys aligned together.
Once we're aligned, oh man! Not only do we pray that the baby will be healthy and beautiful and all, but I think all it has to do with that, you know. But us being, you know, not yoked or unequally yoked or just not inspired to do this, and we're doing because we think we're, you know, running out of time. Come on, let's do it.
Just wanted to rock. I get you.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy being married?
It's fun. It's fun. It's challenging, and you know I'm glad you asked that. It is challenging. And, you know, she asked me the other day, and my therapist asked me the other day, what's your biggest fear? And I said, settling. And that's why I'm so much of a workaholic, you know, because I don't like to settle. I don't like to say this is, and that is a good thing, but it's also been hurtful, you know?
Yeah, it can be because you're a team now.
Yeah. And
you've got to be considerate of her and she's of you. And
so I don't want to, I've always felt that, settling with even what I order at a restaurant. Like, did I pick the right thing? Okay, it's good. But, you know, I'm eating good food, looking at the menu still, wondering what I could have picked, you know.
But you know what? You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is that with age, it's going to come that too. Because I didn't have cross until I was 38.
Wow.
I didn't have cross until I was 38.
I thought you were 38 now.
Makeup.
Yeah, last looks.
Yeah, it's gonna come with age. You watch, because you're gonna be great at it. So
I want to be good at it. I want to be good at it, and I want to be emotionally prepared. Obviously, there's no booklet really out there to tell you how to live your life,
right?
You know, but
and also too,
I want to be right.
I think you have to. Sometimes there's no right and wrong way no more. You just period. I know we didn't even we wanted to have cross. We got married and then we was pregnant. But both of us.
No, it don't happen like kids. It don't happen like boom like that.
Well,
the birds and the bees.
It happened just a little earlier than the wedding. Maybe,
ooh,
just a little earlier than the wedding.
Really?
But we were both so ready. Yeah. You know, and we tried to get another one because I love kids. So, but I just roll with it. My prayer is always like, God, can I be a better daddy than I was yesterday? Can I be? Because I never had a father in my life. So that's key to me. But I think when I'm around his mama and daddy, they real people. Yeah. You know, I've been around your mom and dad. Yeah. They are real people, and so they produce a great seed.
Thank you.
So anyway, y'all, we gonna wrap this. I want to give it up for Mr. G.Madison.
Oh man,
I'm so glad you came.
I could be here forever, man.
Well, we could talk forever. You know, we be talking, and he can teach me stuff too, y'all. It's a lot that he can teach me. He teaches me a lot because I learn a lot. I'm like, you know, sometimes I'm inspired. I'll look at what you're doing. I'm like, okay, I gotta get going. I keep it going. So
that's what we should do. That's what it should be about. And this show, you talked to me about this show a long time ago. The idea of it had different name, it was different branding. But you told me, and I told you are made for TV, and I believe it. And I hope you're receiving it.
I receive it.
That's why I'm here.
I'm glad. I'm so glad you came because I know. I was like, G. I tried to do him for the other one, and he was like, I'm out of town. I'm over in Europe with Mariah, and I was like, well, he's like, I'm sorry, Tony. He's like, you're what do you call that when you miss out on something?
Double booked.
He was like,
he was booked and blessed.
He was booked and blessed.
No, I just want to keep it that way. Like I'm a hard worker, and honestly, I wouldn't have it if I didn't, you know, create it or do it or know people like you. So thank you, man.
So man, look, thanks so much, man. Give it up for G.Madison. If y'all want to check him out, see more of his work and the solo series. Yeah. Tell him where to see you.
Please, on G.Madison IV. It's on Instagram. I'm going to be everywhere soon. I'm developing a lot of artists right now, so I want to send a shout out to all the artists, all my clients that keep me inspired, keep me working. Love you guys.
Also, too, he teaches in LA continuously. Yeah. And what are some of the studios you teach at?
Yeah, I'm at The Edge. I teach at Debbie Reynolds' Legacy Studio. I teach at Millennium. I'm also teaching at the Fusion Force LA, which is a new studio created by Chuck Maldonado. So I'm all over the place. I'm going to be in Vegas next week, so I'm going to be in and out of town. So please come through.
Check his IG out.
Yeah,
and
hit me up.
He'll let you guys know. But anyway, let's give it up for G. Hey, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. Thanks so much for coming. Great interview, man.
Thank you.
Great, man. Yeah.